without further ado, I'm just gonna introduce the first person. How about Gray Delisle? Who plays Azula? Get up here, Gray!
All right, and then we have Dante Basco. Sogliuzzo, Baldwin, Olivia Hack, Jennie Kwan,
Where do we sit?
Michaela Murphy, Leigh, and Varney.
Olivia Hack. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler. There's a lot of people here.
There's a lot of us. Seriously, guys.
There's also Delisle Baker. Where's he at?
Working. Okay, wait, Janet. Hello. Shout out to Carlos Alzraki, who is also here at the con. He's the Swamp Benders. Carlos! He's off at his table somewhere.
And of course, D. Bradley Baker's in the house somewhere.
What's up, D?
There's two. We're two packed.
It's wonderful to see all of you here.
All right, here we are. Who's ready for an avatar panel?
One more time, round of applause, everybody. All right, so before we begin, I'd like to ask a pretty amazing question to all of you. How is Disneyland treating you guys?
Are we at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Great balance.
Oh no, I'm still recovering. I'm 23,000 steps for 2 days in a row is too much for me, man. It's like it's taking a while. However, the Haunted Mansion is the greatest ride ever invented. I will die on that hill.
I played Private Red on the Pirates of the Caribbean, so if you go on it, you'll hear Azula.
Both times we were on it. We said, oh, that's great.
My kids hate that ride, and I'm like, well, go on it, your mom's on it.
Wait, which one is that?
Which one? They want the rum, don't they, boys? It's the rum they want. You know, the one that was being sold into slavery, and now...
Oh, yeah. Oh, the tables have turned. Yeah.
Went from a wench to a pirate.
Shut up.
You went from a wench to a pirate.
So honestly, this is probably an amazing sight, obviously, for me to see. I can only imagine from the audience how you guys feel seeing so many legendary faces and iconic faces. So seriously, give it up for everyone. Seriously. So on that note, I'd like to begin, and the first thing I'd like to start off with is something I call giving flowers. Some of you are very familiar with it from the last panel, but I'm gonna do it again because you guys do deserve it. And that's basically me giving you guys, not physical flowers, but just words. And it's just my way of saying thank you guys. Thank you all of you, every single one of you, for what you've done, not just to bring your characters to life, but embody it over the years. Carry the weight, trailblaze, really set the tone in society, go through many things in career, in the industry, even outside, and just really make Avatar more, and Korra, the entire universe, more than what it was, and just, obviously it was an animation show that we all love so dearly, but the meanings behind it, and you carried it well. So thank you all so much, appreciate it.
We're so lucky.
So, on that note, let's begin. When you look back and you think about just having the privilege honor of not just having the characters that you helped bring to life and brought to life, obviously, but more so the honor of carrying that weight with you over the years and knowing that you guys made a difference in so many people's lives, and obviously in social media. And you see everyone come to your tables. What does that mean to you when you look back and knowing that yes, you have accomplished a lot, but more so you touched so many lives?
Dante, you know a little bit about honor.
It's incredibly honoring. No, I mean, it's humbling, really. I think it's such a wild thing, you know, Comic-Con, Nostalgia Con, these kind of things. It's all about trying to be, you know, hopefully as you come to Hollywood that you're a part of some kind of great story. When you look back 20 years now, that we're a part of one of these really phenomenal stories, and we all have a little piece of this story, and it's impacted the world in such a way that I don't think any of us thought it would when we initially did the show. And so I think I can speak for a lot of us, it's really humbling.
People always say that things are humbling when they're bragging about themselves. It's very interesting.
I always say that it's a wonderful thing to be part of somebody's happiness. And whenever we're fortunate enough to come to one of these cons, we get that back from all of you. We're lucky enough to have done many different things that are part of your happiness, but of the projects we've all done, it's very rare that we get to be a part of something that really is a force for good in the world and is teaching really positive lessons, which is why I think this show will always be evergreen in that regard, because it's more than just entertainment that made you happy. And that kind of stuff is like a Big Mac. It's great and we all love it. But it's another thing when something you loved as a kid or even as a young adult touches you in a kind of spiritual or philosophical way. And that's what we're lucky enough we've been part of this show. And so, yeah, it's a tremendous honor to be able to give that out and get that back from all of you.
Yeah, so on that note, you know, the Avatar universe doesn't shy away from heavy topics, that's for sure. War, trauma, loss, obviously. How do you think the show balanced that with humor and heart?
Yeah, just throw out like a prank-call at the end. Just like talk about genocide for like 10 minutes and then, whoa! Right at the end, I come in and I fall. Yeah, no, I mean, they did I think the balancing force, they led so strongly with, I think, the comedy and the action that made the show so appealing to a younger demographic, that then to be able to take those quiet moments and talk about very serious things while you were already there and wrapped and they had you there, makes it this beautiful multi-generational story. We keep hearing and stuff like this, like, oh, I got my kids into it, I got my grandparents into it, and I think it is because it balances this humor and these very thoughtful, heavy themes so well. Yeah!
Okay, so when it comes to, when you look back at the nations and the culture and the design, obviously the animation, but there's more into that. What is it that sticks out most to you when it comes to whether the Fire Nation, water, you name it? What is it that sticks out the most?
I mean, I love the distinctive martial arts styles. I love that they really took great care to accurately animate these different influenced martial arts styles for each nation. I think that's a beautiful level of attention to detail, and really cool. And then it sets up so well that then you get to see, obviously, because the show's about an avatar who does all of the things. So you get to like see these distinct styles, see someone learn them, and then synthesize them and put them together. It's just like a very cool visual marker throughout the show that I think was handled really elegantly.
At some point during every panel, this is as far as that goes, I think. Okay, I'll just stay tied to the corner. Oh, yay, okay. I usually end up just sharing love for Mike and Brian, the wonderful creators of this lovely show, obviously. But they spend so much time traveling, researching, adding detail, like creating character. That is why this is so good. Like, we got to do the fun part, but they did so much, like, they take such gentle care of their characters, and like even Toph's bending style being different than like the traditional earthbending style because she's like she learned differently. Like all of these little things that just make it so authentically wonderful. And I always say like we got to do the fun part because we got to come in when like the world was kind of built and we just got to like breathe some life into it. But like they are truly like the biggest
masterminds. Like our job is the fun part, and like obviously it would not be the same without like Jack DeSena's hilarious cactus juice crash out. We need that. But like because of that, that's why all the nations are so like specific, and I love that. Like I'm so appreciative to them because without them we wouldn't be as good without them. They made it what it is, and you know we're just here as like their representatives almost. So I don't know. It's been really cool finding out even more nuggets as I like get older and rewatch it again, like all of you guys. And I'm like, oh, I didn't catch that the last 7 times. Now I know something else, and so it's very cool.